Hey everybody, it's Eric with Mountain State.
And I'm Rachel, and today we're gonna be installing suspension on our 2021 Tundra.
Yeah, so we're gonna do Alcan leaf springs.
And then we're doing Bilstein for the shocks.
We are doing Bilstein for the shocks, 8112s for the front, and 8100s in the back. The 8100s in the back also are fully adjustable, which is something that we've never had experience with, and I was pretty eager to try, especially in the back with all the weight.
I am definitely concerned about this because I'm really starting from scratch. I have pretty much no idea what we're going to be doing. Reading through the instructions and what that practically means that we're going to be doing is going to be just a really big learning process for me too.
Yeah, so I think the general plan of attack is going to be to do the rear first.
Okay.
We have to be very methodical to make sure that we're torquing things down. The suspension is also like a safety component. Like if something goes wrong in the suspension, a bolt comes out or something like that, that could potentially be something that's very dangerous or risky. The first thing we need to do is jack up the truck.
All right, front wheels are chocked. We're officially airborne.
Stop chock out. Next we're gonna loosen the U-bolts here.
Rolling them out. This is better than being visible.
That thing's as tall as me.
That's as long as my samurai altogether.
Yeah, no kidding.
So new leaf spring is in.
We got half of one side done.
Yeah, we got the leaf spring installed. It just got too dark, too cold,
Yeah,
and we're too tired.
Was making dumb mistakes like trying to unscrew the bolt side rather than the nut side. And just that kind of stuff is just a sign to like
For us to stop. Yeah.
Last night we broke a bunch of things. We broke 2 breaker bars, one with a 3/4 inch drive and one with a 1/2 inch drive. We also broke the 1/2 inch to 3/8 adapter. So I need to go get one of those. We can't finish anything until we go get one of those and we can torque all these bolts down.
Look at this beauty.
Oh, it is so beautiful. This is the Bilstein 8100.
So helpful when the instructions have pictures. This is gibberish to me.
Well, then ask questions.
That's why I was looking at you. So now we have this section put together, and then this is gonna go up here, and we're gonna connect it to this little guy, which is gonna go over here. First shock is installed.
Yeah, you did that pretty much by yourself.
You just tightened everything down.
I'm probably gonna try and do the other side.
Yeah, well, I've got a meeting, so.
Yeah. We're using Alcan springs as a custom leaf pack. We went with a 1,200 pound over payload, 1 inch of lift in the rear. So the Tundra has a pretty good rake to it already, but we did get the adjustable shackles from Alcan as well. Driver side is installed.
I just got back from a research meeting. I was gone for maybe 2 hours. The rear suspension is done. Wheels and tires are back on. Eric did a really good job. And now we're gonna lower the truck down and see how it's doing. Yeah, it feels good.
I don't know. All right, let's go eat dinner and go to bed.
All right. The takeaway from today for me is that rear shocks are totally doable even if you are a novice at building out a truck.
So we've got the 8100s in the back, 8112s, and upper control arms that have yet to be installed in the front. I've never done front suspension work before. Just watched about 1 million hours of YouTube videos about it. The part that I'm most intimidated about, honestly, is getting the upper control bolts in and out. There's just not much space to do that in the engine bay. We'll get started on the passenger side. Yeah, just see how things go.
Ooh.
Dang, that is a pretty
That
shot.
looks so nice. I really appreciate the detailed instructions. This is very helpful. How was trip number 5 to the auto shop?
It was great, just like all the other trips. There it goes.
All right, upper control arm is out.
Nice. Took the big bolt out. You got the washer.
Yep.
Good job.
Yeah, you do.
That wasn't as bad as we thought it was going to be.
No.
Maybe we're at a good stopping point.
Okay.
Oh, I feel way less stressed.
Yeah? How come?
Because that was the part that I was worried about, the upper control arm bolts specifically. This is what it looks like outside right now. This is actually day 4 of working on the suspension. I got the bushings and the inner sleeves mounted into the upper control arms. So today we're gonna get the shock, the OEM shock out and mount the new 8112 and hopefully get the passenger side done, and then we'll start on the driver's side. Okay, we're officially opening a tab with the auto parts store next to us. We ended up getting some additional half-inch drives, back socket set. So hopefully we won't be breaking any more breaker bars.
This is a dream solution.
Literally.
Eric is now underneath disconnecting the sway bar since we just need to get this out of the way. Almost there.
We got the strut out.
Finally.
Finally, we had to disconnect the sway bar, which is fine because that's really easy to put back on. So now let's try and get the 8112 in there.
That was a bear.
Yeah. We are bolted all in for the most part. The sway bar is still disconnected, but I have the lower shock bolt in. I have the 2 bolts that hold the lower control arm to the knuckle in and aligned. Had to like pry things around, supporting it with the jack. Now it's just a matter of getting the bracket in, which Rach did already. She put that together. Good job.
Thanks.
And now let's have you mount it inside of the wheel well. Tuck that out of the way so that it's not in your way while you're drilling.
Alright. Look good?
Yeah, looks good. The holes have to line up.
Yes.
What'd you just do? Tell me what you just did.
I just just put this in. I was afraid to move the fender liner or to push it out of the way because it kept feeling like there was stuff behind it. But Eric just informed me that it's actually just plastic behind it, so I just pushed it all out of the way.
Sweet, that's installed. Nice.
Okay.
All right, now let's do the other side.
All right, so Eric just left for I think the 6th or 7th trip to the hardware store because we need a 22mm wrench and he doesn't have one. So you know what time it is? It's time to party! Look who I found!
I think we set a new record personally. We've been to Advance Auto 3 times today.
They've been happy to see us every time though.
They have been. He's like, I walked in, the guy's like, you guys must be doing a big project or something. So now we can loosen the upper control arm bolts.
Sometimes you just have to get a little creative.
Yeah.
Out. We're gonna have so many spare truck parts at the end of this. Got the upper control arm in for the driver's side. Looks great. And now we're gonna loosen everything up on the lower control arm and get the shock in. All right, we're in the last bit of today. How are you feeling?
Good, we're almost there.
A little tired.
Yeah.
Nice.
These are coming off right first thing on Monday, so
Yeah.
it's not super important. Let's lower this thing and see how it sits. How's it look front to back?
Looks good.
pretty dang good.
Woo! All right, how you feeling?
I'm exhausted. My arms are shot.
I bet. You did a lot of hard work today.
Yeah, you did a good job too. You did most of the brackets for the reservoirs yourself,
Yep.
which like was using a lot of the skills that you did before.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Today was a lot of like watch and learn for me. In part because there wasn't necessarily space for both of us to work on these things together, but I think a lot of these were complex parts to put together, and it was very helpful to see you work through that very quickly.
Yeah, suspension's done. Thank you, Bilstein.
Yeah.
Can't wait to get this thing aligned on Monday and drive it home and see how
it feels.
transformative this ride is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great. So what are we doing for wheels and tires?
We are doing Toyo tires. This is the third set of Toyos that we've run. We previously purchased 2 sets of mud terrains on our own. They actually sent us some RT trails, all-terrain pattern, but with a little bit more of an aggressive sidewall like a mud terrain. Actually kind of purpose-built for exactly what we do. We did 18-inch rims because we want to be able to do a big brake kit upgrade at some point. The other kind of spec on the wheels is that we wanted to fit a true 35s and we didn't want to do like a cab mount chop, so we did a 20+25mm offset. Plenty of Tundras out there where they have negative offsets and they're just like out here like this.
To me, they look a little squatty, and part of it too was also a function of how tight some of the trails are in West Virginia. We really didn't want anything to be sticking out any further than the truck is wide.
It'll look really excellent on the truck.
Yeah.
See y'all next time.
Guys, Eric is driving me crazy.
You're driving me crazy.